Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the new webinar of Sangoma, another edition of it. Welcome for repeat attendees and even more welcome to first-time attendees. This webinar, as you can see, it is Scribe AI transcriptions for Switchvox, which is about the new transcription features in our UC platform Switchvox. My name is Justin Tolsma. I am the Customer Engagement Manager for North and Western Europe, and I'm also the resident webinar presenter, it seems like, but I enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Paul Pereira. I'm the Cloud Services Manager and Solutions Engineer for International, and I'm happy to be here with you today, Justin.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you. And even though she didn't want to be on the front page, she actually took her name off while I put it on there. Our beloved marketing director for International, Sean Sood, is in the background on the dials. So she will capture all questions and manage everything when Paul and I don't know what to do with GoToWebinar. Okay, what are we going to talk about today? First of all, we do a quick introduction. And then we dive a little bit deeper in the transcription services for Switchvox. So what it does, what benefits it has, what it looks like, some screenshots. Then Paul and I do a quick demonstration of how it works in real time. Of course, we tell you how to buy it, where to buy it, tell you a little bit about what Sangoma roadmap is with regards to AI, because it's the buzzword, of course. We do a quick summary and then we'll answer some questions, and that nicely tags into what you see on the right-hand side of the screen. Don't forget to use the tool to submit questions. Everyone is on mute, but please fill in the question box on top of the screen where that question mark is, and we will address it when we have time at the end of the conversation of the webinar. If not, then we will contact you personally to answer the question that you might have. Okay, the introduction. The introduction is twofold a little bit. It's a little bit about the company for those of you who don't know who Sangoma is, and it's a little bit about Switchvox, the platform that we're actually using for this feature. So this is what Sangoma stands for. Communication platforms you can trust. Our company is a unified communications and telecommunications solution provider. That's our core business. That's our only business that we do. We have about 100,000 customers of all industries worldwide. We're a global organization. A little bit more in numbers, so we're an industry leader, and innovation is in our DNA. We're about well over 40 years in business now. We're a public traded company, which is important, and we're very proud to be in the Magic Quadrant for Unified Communications as a Service for 10 plus years. As mentioned, 100,000 plus customer base all over the world. 2.6 million, I think even more now, UC seats that we support. And this is a key thing. The technology, the platforms are all ours. We own it. We are it's our we build it. So we develop it, we build it, we work on it, we maintain it. It's all in-house. We have a full engineering in-house. One key thing nowadays, of course, is AI. You see it everywhere. We can't imagine a world without AI anymore. You see it with on the iPhones with Siri, the Google Homes, the Alexas. Everything has AI in it, and people and companies expect that also from their telephony solutions. So we are developing and creating. It's a key point of our organization to get AI at the forefront of all the solutions that we offer within our organization. We'll go a little bit deeper in that. The next one is a very brief introduction of Switchvox, which is the all-inclusive unified communications solution built on Asterisk. that we offer to the world. It's full featured, and it's what we say an enterprise level solution at a affordable price. All the features that you expect from a first tier telephony solution are standard in Switchvox. Call center based features are included, and that's the key thing. Most of the functionalities are included within the solution. So presence, status, mobile, call recordings, all of that is included in the solution. It's a simple plug and play system, easy to set up and easy to manage. And we don't have many tiered price, we don't have any tiered pricing with regards to the unified communication solution. It's an all-inclusive. You pay one price for the solution, and it comes with all these features in it. What we're talking about here is an add-on feature that will come at a cost which I will tip on later on in this webinar. Okay, now we get to the meat of the things. The AI transcription services, that's what it's all about. But then you ask, why would I need it? And that's always the key question. Why would you need something? What's the benefit that you could have from AI services within a telephony solution? Well, with the transcription, which you will see later on, you actually have a written down summary of the conversation. So you have you have actionable insights. You can actually analyze it way better, especially with the sentiment analysis. Is it a positive conversation? Is it a negative conversation? Details of a conversation for the sales teams. You know, when you're in a sales call that you sometimes miss certain things. Well, you can listen to a call recording again, but if the conversation has been 45 minutes, that's quite a long call to listen to get every single detail. Well, with a transcription of a call recording, you get an instant summary, so that highlights the key things. And if you go deeper into the actual text of the conversation, you will find some of the details that you might have not written down or didn't hear. Compliance and legal teams, of course, if something is said on one side and the other person takes it another way, and you'll get into a little bit of a legal kerfuffle, then you have at least the records also written down. A business leader can make data-driven decisions with the real-time analysis that is available because of the transcription services. Okay, what does Scribe for Switchvox do? Well, as I said, it's an AI-powered transcription services, called transcription, and that's for recorded calls and for voicemails. So it can be, it's fully automatic if a user is allowed or is actually registered to use the Scribe services. So that can be a user from a sales department or a finance department. Their calls automatically recorded and automatically transcribed. So automatic transcripts of the calls, and it's in a chat-like format. We will show that to you later on in the demonstration. It gives you always a summary on top of the actual transcription. So that's where the AI comes in. It gives you the main point of the call in literally in seconds as soon as you read it. So very important, especially with long calls. As I mentioned, sentiment analysis. We will try to show that into the demonstration, but it's actually really good. You can see if it's a positive, if it's a very neutral conversation, or is it a very negative conversation. The AI will try to grab that from the intonation and the mood of the conversation. It is, of course, which is important because I know we have quite an international audience at this moment. It's multilingual. I will show you the languages available at this moment later on. And it is easy managed through one easy integrated dashboard. Okay. All nice, these things. Well, why? So, as I said, what are the key benefits? it's made available immediately, allowing users to read, search, analyze spoken information more effectively. As I mentioned, long conversation. You knew that the person said something, you forgot to write it down, or you didn't actually pick it up during the conversation, and you want to learn a little bit more about it, see if you didn't miss anything. You can immediately search through the transcription and see what you might have missed, or even validate what you thought you heard. There is a permanent record of this, so you will have an option to export the Scribe together with the call recording or the voicemail into a zip file. So you will actually have it on record, which is for compliance and legal purposes, can be quite interesting. Benefit is it's a user-friendly interface, and it gives you data-driven insights. It's difficult to do, let's say, analysis on Word, so on spoken language. But if you have the transcription, especially with the sentiment analysis, and we'll show that in the dashboard, of all the conversations that are recorded and transcribed, it gives you an overview of all the conversations. What's the tendency? And if you see that most of the conversations are in a neutral or even negative, there's a big percentage that has a negative mood, that potentially shows that your customer service or salespeople need to go to a training, or you need to analyze what's going on. Does your organization do not do what is expected of them? And you have a lot of people complaining. So all that is easy done with the analysis of the transcription and the sentiment analysis. And of course, it's cost efficient. You can have call recordings or voicemails transcribed manually. That'll cost you by the word, by the hour, by the letter. It's way more expensive. At the bottom, you see a quote from one of our respected partners, Dental IT, the managing director over there. When we first had access, when we first had Scribe in Switchvox, a beta, we've done a demo to him because he's always been interested in it, and he was waiting for us to launch it. Well, we launched it to him first without even mentioning to the outside world. And he has listened to many transcription services and seen it. And we are allowed to use this quote. This is the most accurate transcription that I've seen. And that says something. It is really, really good. And it's in all languages. As you can hear, I am Dutch myself, so you can select Dutch as a language for transcription. And I've tested it, and it actually, even though I said sentences that are not very common and put some odd words in there, transcription was absolutely spot on. Talking about languages, well, here they are. So these are the languages. So you see 5 variants of English language. So that's the American, that's the English, that's the Australian. Same as with Chinese. Chinese, of course, has lots of different variants of it, and they are there. This is not all. We're still developing. There's more to come. It's always evolving. It's always being added on. There is a keynote that I have to mention, and it's written down there also. The sentiment analysis that we're going to show you, and I've talked about it earlier, is at this moment only for English and Spanish. Other languages to come. And we will update that, of course, in newsletters and on websites and those kinds of things when they will arrive. Okay, now let's show you a little bit what it looks like in Switchvox. Well, this is the dashboard. This gives you an overview of the total minutes that you've consumed. There's a breakdown of the consumption, so voicemail versus call recordings. As you can see, you can choose the language there. If you see in the top right, you can also create and change rules, and also manage the extensions. And manage extensions, with that I mean who's actually using Scribe, because you can do it on an individual basis. So this is then the way to enable it for a certain user. So it's permission-based. You can enable voicemail transcription, call recording transcription, or both. You don't have to have both, so that's it's up to the user or to the IT manager or the admin to decide. But yeah, this is where you actually give the permission or yeah, turn on Scribe for a certain user. The Switchvox admins that are on the call will recognize the screen. And there's of course also then the option to create email to voicemail, and we will show that to you real time what that email looks like. But they're customizable, so you can create a text or create text for that specific for that person if you want that, or you can use just the standard template. So there's multiple ways how to view transcriptions. View transcriptions to the Scribe report page. This one, you've seen that, we've shown it before. So here you can see all calls and voicemails, inbound, outbound. So what's the mix? Internal voicemail, external voicemail, all that kind of stuff. As you can see, because it's our demo system, most of the calls and voicemails, they are inbound. But there you see also what I tried to show you before. You have an instant view of the overall sentiment throughout all the scribes. And that's quite interesting, because if that red part is getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the day, you might have a feeling that some of the conversations or voicemails are not that positive. So there's your actionable insight there. Then you can dive deeper into it, go to for instance, to the scribes and see, okay, what happens to those conversations? Is it the caller itself? Is it the end customer? Or is it reflecting how the company is performing? So that's easy to be used within an organization. So yeah, this is all nice, but I want to have a little bit more detail. Okay, this is basically the same view, but then as a list. As you can see here on the top of the screen, there's a switch view. So that's actually what just happened. So you have a simple click back to the dashboard, but here you can see all the call recordings and the voicemails in a list. You can of course filter it, and from here you can also click on this button over here, which shows you the Scribe. We'll show that in the demo. This over here will actually open up this is a voicemail, will open up the voicemail with the Scribes, the transcription underneath it, and there's a button to download it. This is of course not the only way. The users can also see it, so the voicemail transcriptions through, for instance, their mobile app. So this is Sangoma Talk for mobile, available on Android or iOS. And here you can see at this part a summary of the conversation. If you click on show more, it will show you the full transcription of the conversation of that voicemail. Same as for the desktop. This is Sangoma Phone on the desktop, available on Mac and on Windows. Again, this is a voicemail, so that's the voicemail tab. Here is the overall sentiment, so you can see that instantly. This is a summary of the conversation, and if you click on the Show More button, then you will see the whole conversation with the summary on top. Okay, I think I've spoken enough for the moment, so I will hand it over now to my esteemed colleague, Paul Pereira, who will share his screen, and we will go through a short demonstration.
Thanks, Justin. So just to clarify, I'm going to show you guys through the desktop software and how that looks for an end user, how you can download and view your scribes. So let me share the screen now. Okay, so in a moment, Justin is going to call into my voicemail box. He's going to leave me a new voicemail, and we'll be able to see what that looks like. Whilst he's doing that, I'm just going to give you guys a quick run through of how this looks on the desktop software client and show you what some of our older Scribe calls look like.
Okay, you won't hear this, but I'm going to dial now, and it goes very quickly because I'm going to dial directly into his voicemail box. So I'm dialing now. There's now the welcome message, and now is the beep. Hello, Paul. This is Justin from Sangoma. I am on a webinar at the moment, and we're trying to show a live demonstration about how a scribe and transcription of voicemail works. I'm going to say something actually very negative now because I want to see also, show the people also what it shows as positive and negative. So I'm actually quite angry. And now I'm quite happy actually. So let's see how that pops up into the transcription services. End call.
And so we can see immediately that this voicemail has updated and appeared on my desktop software client. And if I click in now, we can see overall sentiment analysis is neutral. And we can see the full transcript of what we have here. And we can also see a summary. Obviously, if the voicemail is quite short, the summary is really generally just a copy of the transcript. But in this case, it's long enough that we can see it's actually given us a real summary of what's been said.
Yeah. And if you show the same call into yes, in the transcriptions over there.
So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys very quickly what this looks like from the dashboard. And so if I go to the show table, so we can see the latest transcription that happened was this one. Now we can get a similar view to what we had in the desktop software client from here as well, but we can also click this button and we get to see how the sentiment is analyzed over the course of the entire call. So if we click into this red section, we can see, oh, if we look, it's red. We can see the section of the voicemail is showing where there's negative sentiment. And afterwards, when he makes a positive comment, we can also see that. So this gives you the ability to kind of break down the call and see exactly where the problems are when you're going back over things in the future. Now, next up, Justin is going to give me a call directly to my extension, and we're going to have a quick chat just so that we've got a two-way call recording that we can transcribe, and we'll have a look at what that looks like.
Okay, yes, I will do that. So I will press the button now, and you will see that pop up on Paul's screen.
Okay. Hello, Justin.
Hey, Paul, how are you doing?
Not too bad, thanks. Yourself?
What you up to? What's going on?
Just in the middle of a webinar right now showcasing Scribe and its functionalities.
Oh, I'm actually not that happy with that because I really need your expertise on Switchvox. I really want your time now.
Well, you've got it, so we should be able to sort out whatever you're looking to do, and hopefully that'll make you happy again.
That brings some joy to my heart. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Paul, and we'll discuss it.
Okay, thanks. Bye, Justin.
Bye-bye.
And so now if we jump into this panel, we can see we have a pending transcription. It's a little bit longer than the voicemail, so it might take a little bit longer to be transcribed, but it should still be pretty fast. And if we jump back over to completed, still hasn't completed yet, so we'll give it a little bit longer.
Yeah, that is to be expected, especially when they also have to analyze my Dutch accent and my weird way of talking. So it will do it, trust me. But yes, there's always.
And there we go.
There we go.
So now we can bring up the same kind of view we have with the desktop software client, and you can see it breaks it up by the caller. So we've got 101 is myself, 102 is Justin. We have a summary of the call as well, and then we can scroll through, and so we can see positive sentiment analysis. And then we can also view, again, the breakdown of the call as it happened, and we can click in to the exact areas where we can see positive and negative and neutral sentiment analysis. So it's a really powerful tool to be able to quickly jump to problematic areas in a call to get that information.
Yeah, for all the people on the webinar, I'm normally not that Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm actually quite a normal person, but this is all for demonstration purposes, just to want to get that out in the world.
And I'd also like to very quickly showcase where we
one minute, Paul. One minute, Paul. If I may ask you one thing about the transcriptions, because I think you could also receive a email about the voicemail transcription that's we just done. Can you show me that?
I can do. One moment.
You should have received an email. and that's also a key thing that, of course, we want to show. There we go.
So as you can see, this is from the voicemail that was left earlier. So we can see the transcription below at the bottom of the email, and we can also download the transcription as well. So we just click this button, and I'll just open that, and we can see now we have both the call recording as a WAV file and a PDF, which I will just drag to the top of the screen quickly.
So yeah, there you have an instant permanent record, or you don't have to listen to the voicemail yourself. You can just read what it's about. If it's an important customer, call back immediately. If it's someone trying to get you to go into a class action lawsuit about the diesel emissions, then you can just forget about it. Thank you, Paul.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Justin. So let's very quickly jump into where you can order Scribe. As an end user, you can head to portal.sangoma.cloud, and you will see this splash page. On the left, you just hit Scribe up here, and this is where you can buy Scribe for Switchvox. Obviously, if you're buying through a reseller, or you are a reseller, you'd log into the portal and buy it through that instead. And you just click on this button and it will bring up a quoting tool. You can also buy PBExact and FreePBX as well through here as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so
one of the key one of the key things, of course, one of the key things, of course, is to be able to buy Sangoma Scribe for Switchvox is you need to have Switchvox. If you're interested in Switchvox and in Scribe, please globalsales@sangoma.com, and we will guide you through and help you connect to one of our resellers. If you are a reseller and are interested in reselling Switchvox, please get in touch with us also. We're always interested in talking to that.
Okay, so that concludes the demo, Justin, if you'd like to take back the screen share.
I will try to. If I do that. Whoa, I've impressed myself. We work for a technology organization. Working with other people's technology then sometimes is difficult. As we mentioned, how to buy. Well, Paul has shown it to you, but I want to go a little bit deeper in it. Tell a little bit more, and we start out again with the pricing. And this is, as we say, recommended retail pricing. So we have pricing available in US dollars, pounds, euros, and Australian dollars. If you are looking for pricing in other countries, please get in touch with us on globalsales@sangoma.com. So Scribe you can purchase in packs of 1,000 minutes. We're not talking about there's a restriction on users. No, as the 1,000 minutes is for the Switchvox deployment, so for the system. And then you will enable users to be able to use it. Not the whole company has to use it, as we've shown already. So it's an automatic renewal every single month, and so there will be a minutes reset every single month. You can't take minutes to next month. It is the 1,000 minutes. If you didn't use them all, you will get a reset to 1,000 minutes at the beginning of the month again. We have multiple payment methods available. We have credit cards, direct debit, bank transfer, SEPA, PayPal. Contact us if you want to purchase it. We will get in touch with you to discuss all these details and get direct debit sorted, those kinds of things. Of course, you are our Sangoma partners. You get it. You have your own login on the portal, and of course, you will have your discounts available as per usual. And if, as I mentioned, if you want other pricing, please get in touch with us. We have a list of pricing, but this is what we have at the moment to advertise to show on here. Now I want to give you a pricing example just to explain. So a Switchvox customer wants their voicemails and call recordings transcribed. That's where it starts, of course. They've done an estimation based on the amount of calls and the amount of users that are going to use it. It's, for instance, the sales team. They estimate they have about 5,000 minutes of calls coming in, and my headphone now starts beeping, and I hope it will work until the end of the time. Otherwise, I'll switch to another microphone. So they estimate they will need about 5,000 minutes. So they buy 5 Scribe packs, because you don't have to buy 1. You can buy 5 or 6 or 10, whatever you expect to need. They are, do it in pounds, £19.22 per pack per month. So they've used it for 1 month, and they actually used 5,700 minutes of transcription. So they will need to pay for that for the minutes above the 5,000 minutes. And I wasn't very clear in that, so let me slide back to that. So here you can see the 1,000-minute packs over there. But if you go over it, it doesn't stop. The transcription doesn't stop. No, you actually pay as you go then. So anything above the packs that you have, you pay this per minute. So in this calculation, as you said, they used 5,700 minutes. So the calculation is here. So they've paid already, prepaid the 5 packs of 1,000 minutes, which is in total £96.10 for the month. And the extra 700 minutes is paid at the end of the month after the usage at 3p a minute. So that's £21. So in total, they've spent for that month £117.10. This is the key thing. If then the customer expects, this is a one-off, we could do with 5,000. We just had some very, very long conversations, or whatever reason, they can stick to the 5,000 minutes and 5 packs. If they go over it a little bit, they pay as they go. But if they say, no, this is actually now going to be on a regular basis like that, we miscalculated in the beginning, it's advisable to go to 6 packs, for instance, in this example. So that would give them 6 times £19.22 at end user price. So that's £115.32. So overall, they're cheaper. And of course, the more minutes they go over the packs that they have, the more beneficial it is to add an extra pack to it, especially when it's structural. So you can do analysis on it. How many did I actually use for the last month, or 2 months, or 3 months? Make a decision on that. If you have 5 packs and that's enough, you can keep it at it. It auto renews anyway. Hopefully that is clear. If not, please send us a question and or contact us. If you have our personal details, please reach out or to your account manager, and we can discuss it in more detail and go through some different examples. Okay, are you ready to buy? Of course you are. As Paul shown, portal.sangoma.cloud/scribe. Click buy now to actually buy it. You can also do a quote, so you can see the pricing, what it would be. But if you agree to the terms and conditions, you can put a signature and you can actually purchase it for your deployment. Of course, it is necessary to have a Switchvox system. Otherwise, you can't buy Scribe for Switchvox. As mentioned, if you are interested in using Switchvox, contact global sales at sangoma.com, and we will guide you through. Partners, same. Go to portal.sangoma.com, but log in with your credentials. If you have questions about your credentials, please reach out to your account manager. If you want to try before you buy, global sales at sangoma.com. Reach out to us, and we will facilitate that. Hopefully, this is all clear. The roadmap. So what's Sangoma thinking about in the future? We're not going to go into, it's specifically this, specifically that. The organization is going on a certain path. And the path looks a little bit like this. So where are we investing? The one key thing is agentic AI. So that means automated receptionist that responds to what a person brings in so automated responses. What time is your branch open? Well, the branch opens today at 8 o'clock in the morning. Those kinds of things, the laborious things where it's easy to give an answer based on the knowledge that is available. Automating workflows, directing it to the right departments, those kinds of things. That's where Sangoma's focus is. So watch out for and keep your eye on the newsletter emails. Please read them all, because there's lots of interesting information in there. And also we're talking about when certain things are going to launch. Trust me, when we will have more features, especially like agentic AI in Switchvox, I will expect there will be another webinar, which I will most likely host. So yeah, this is what Sangoma stands for. We have the products, but we now go into the future. So a conversational IVR, transcription we have, and then we potentially go into, connecting it into CRMs or electronic health records, all those kinds of things. Exciting times, guys. So now, this is the end of the webinar. I'll get back to you with a little summary. I think you've now understood what we can do. Sentiment analysis for better mood of the call, easy to buy 1,000-minute packs. If you need more, surplus pay as you go. Started out the AI conversation with this: why would you need it? Well, this shows it again. You can use it. We've seen now the sentiment analysis. You've seen that you have capturable information written down, which can make data-driven decisions for the whole organization, so everyone will be better. This concludes the webinar. You will get a copy of the slide deck sent to you after this, together with a link to the recording, which we will post on our YouTube page. Please subscribe to that YouTube page also, so you will get notifications. And now we go to the questions part.
Hey, hello everyone. As Justin kindly introduced me at the beginning, my name is Sharon Sood. I run international marketing. So I thought I'd throw the questions out. So I think marketing will actually take the most difficult questions for you, Justin and Paul. Firstly, yeah, you've answered this. Is there a trial before you buy option? Absolutely. Contact us at that email and we can sort that out. Second one, can we get a recording and the slides? Absolutely. That will follow hopefully tomorrow or the day after. So that's some really difficult questions. Now you two can take the easy ones. First one, can you search filter per speaker? Excuse me. So on the recording, can you drill down into topics of conversation, or can you just view what a certain person said?
Paul, do you want to take that?
Yeah, I can take that. So at the moment, the way the filtering is done is from that panel that we showed before. So you can sort by caller ID, call to, or direction of call. Then you have to actually go into the call itself and look at what's going on.
Thanks, Paul. This one may be for you as well. Since male and female voices have different tones, I'm curious about how you distinguish them. So do you identify sentiment based on voice tone differences, or is there another criteria that Switchvox does for sentiment analysis?
So it's not based on the, if I answer that one, it's not based on the tone directly. The way it's handled is based on the actual words that are spoken.
Cool. JT, I'm sure you can do this one. Is the service GDPR compliant? As in, how's the audio processed?
Yes, it is. It's GDPR compliant. Data centers. I know the data centers have full compliance with all the privacy laws worldwide, including GDPR. So yes, If you want to have more detail, please reach out to us, and we'll give you some more details and links about where and how the transcription is handled and stored.
Cool. And this one, I'm not sure we can answer yet because it's fairly new, but what is the accuracy percentage for the transcription?
We'll have to get back to you on that one. I don't have that
Yeah,
data
I was
to
going
hand
to
at the
say,
moment.
because, yeah, I'm not sure we have enough data to answer that accurately. But from the people who have used it and have tried it, who are using it on a day-to-day basis, we have been told by several that it's actually one of the best out there for in terms of it. What I suggest is to the person who asked that question, try it. You know,
Yep.
we'll set you a trial up and play around with it, and we'd be interested in knowing what you think of how good it is.
Absolutely.
And that was the questions from out there. If anyone's still got any questions, feel free to email us at that address. But from here, I'll hand back to the guys to close off.
Thank you very much, all of you, for attending. It's nice to see people interested in the topic, and also people literally from all over the world, which always warms me. As Sean mentioned, any questions, reach out to your account manager if known. If not, send an email to global sales, and one of our account managers in your region will reach out to you and discuss in more detail. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please, as I mentioned, subscribe to the newsletters, subscribe to our YouTube page, follow us, and see you on the next webinar. Thank you very much.